Well, it's now time to review trading activities at the Nigerian Exchange Limited. And with me is my colleague, Effiong Ekop Market Editor. Thank you so much for coming.
Elama, it's a pleasure.
Same here. So how's the market closing this week?
Market closed very positively. And we've seen rebalancing and price recovery, everything moving in the positive direction. It was Friday of last week that we started trading in green after about 2 weeks of price and losses. And since that Friday till now, all through the week, market has been positive. We had 1 day holiday, and so we've recovered lost ground. Today we are trading and closing the index 0.36%. That's a reasonable point.
That's a good one.
So majority of the stocks, they have recovered lost ground. There's positive transactions, and we've had those who have stayed on sales window positively.
All right, so what are investors concentrating their portfolios at this time?
Basically, across the board, because you need to spread where you put your funds, not in one sector, not in one particular stock, except you don't hold huge amounts. But if you do, you've got the idea is to spread into so many sectors. You can buy into insurance sector, you put also in the banks, go to manufacturing, services sector, aviation, maritime. The market is very big and we have companies in so many sectors being listed. And if you do proper analysis of these companies, you see that some of them have good strength and recovery plans that if you take position at a given period after reading their levels, you are likely going to, go home or go to the banks, with a profit margin. For instance, if you just take position in the financial subsector now, it is not bad because the banks are planning here and there, and we know the targets that they will have in the month of March next year. We expect that they will be doing greater things. And so you stand a chance of also reaping greater profits along with them. The same way insurance sector is being asked to recapitalize. So you can also spot some of the insurance stocks that you think will help your portfolio to grow. That's the way the market goes. So you predict ahead of conditions, ahead of time, except something extraordinary happens to your company that you had chosen in the negative side, then your investment may be,
go down here.
You may go down, you may hold up, you understand, not necessarily, because even a company that has problem now may also have the capacity to recover, from it some years to come. There have been so many examples of that we saw companies for a long time, they were not giving dividend. By the time they come up, they excite investors, they excite the markets. So many. In fact, this year I can mention a company, LLX.
Okay.
For a long time, investors were not getting so much from the company. But this year, that company has been able to show itself very strongly.
So how are the investors coping when over every year you're not getting dividends for your money?
It is not every year. See, companies are like individuals. They have growth stages and they have some problems that they cope with. And so the important thing is do evaluation. Assess the company before you invest in it so that we won't complain so much. So as they are trading along the way, there are certain issues that many of the trading companies will face, some outside of their control. Look at the Nigerian economy. Do you understand? Okay, we've had a strike in the past few weeks. Yeah. Did you expect it will happen? No. So that kind of thing will also affect the planning of a company. A company that is using diesel to run, its generators, it may not be able to buy enough. Then we'll scale down production. Then going to sell, then the marketing people, they may not come up, to patronize so much. So some of these things affect a company. But if you do your proper analysis, you would be able to choose some of the ones that have been doing very well over the years, the ones that have been paying dividend over the years, you are not likely to complain so much. So in a way, since you are investing in the market, you are also taking risk. It is business. There's no business without risk. Ability to mitigate your risk, that makes you.
But like you said yesterday, the companies that are going into the stock exchange to be listed are actually doing quite well in the local market for them to get to the stock exchange.
Certainly, the market will not list a company that is not doing well. There are parameters, requirements.
Before you're listed?
Yes. For instance, you must necessarily bring to the market at least 5 years of your financial statement. Then it will be assessed publicly. And you yourself, if you assess a company over 5 years and you see that these 5 years is not been impressing you, why are you going to?
Okay.
So there are parameters, not only the financial statement,
just different
many
parameters
other
as
things.
well.
Yes. So until you meet those conditions, you cannot be listed, because they do not want investors to, lose their money easily.
So let's go into predictions now. This is the last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
What do you expect from the market?
I expect that normally in the last quarter of the year, we always have huge activities, especially from mid-October, November, then December, because that time we also have Nigerians who had lived abroad. They come in with the foreign money and they want to play in the market. So you see activities moving very high.
Okay.
It is also a time that you have high volume of sales, because some people may want to take money either to celebrate Christmas or travel or anything. You call your stock and then you can sell.
Okay.
So a lot of activities. We expect it will still be like that. Don't forget, as I said yesterday, our market is positioned as a very profitable one, at least in the African context.
All right. Market editor, Effiong Ekop, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
All right, now, thank you very much. Of course, that's our offering today on Business Nigeria. Of course, we're happy to have you. We're going to be here, same time, same station next week. Until then, do have a wonderful weekend.